Everything seems to have gone virtual in recent months, and residency interviews are not an exception. Many of us, including myself, have been getting nervous about how to make a good first impression in a virtual setting. I mean, residency interviews are high-pressure situations as they are. Now we're faced with the obstacle of trying to connect with program directors, residents, and other members of the residency team in a virtual setting. Many of our MedFox Academy members asked me to make a video about the equipment that I use to help them design a setup for virtual interviews. Now, I've had discussions with residents regarding residency interview tips, and you can find those discussions in our members area at medfoxacademy.com. In this video, I wanted to talk about how to design your setting so you can visually and acoustically stand out in a virtual residency interview. Now, I'll talk about a few products here, and the links will be in the description below. So just a disclaimer, any purchase you make will go towards supporting this channel, so thank you very much. The first tip is sound. The great Ali Abdal said, if you're in a position to choose video or audio quality, choose audio. Having great sound is extremely important, not only in YouTube videos, but also in meetings. We've all been part of meetings where the sound quality was a mess, and I think having great sound can give you the upper hand in residency interviews. Thankfully, there are tons of microphones available, and you can find some that are relatively affordable. I personally have two microphones. The first one is the Samson Q2U Microphone. Now, I personally use it for interviews, and many of our viewers complimented on how clear and crisp the sound is. The con to this is that you really need it close to your mouth in order for it to have a good sound quality. So you'll need either the stand that comes with the microphone or an arm stand to pull it close to you. Now, you may or may not want the microphone in the shot, but that's a preference that you would have to make. And if you don't want to show your microphone, I would recommend a shotgun microphone. Now, if you know about microphones, this is a little scary because good quality shotgun microphones can be in the hundreds of dollars, until fairly recently. I actually found the Takstar shotgun microphone, and it's an amazing and affordable shotgun microphone. It's actually the microphone that I'm using in this video. The rule of thumb with shotgun microphones is to have it as close as possible. So my setup is to have it on an arm stand, and I place it just out of shot. It's currently priced at $31.95 on Amazon. And again, link to all these products are in the video description. Now that we've talked about sound, let's talk about visuals. Now, the most important part of visuals, I think, is you. We often spend a lot of time designing the background, and I've personally fallen into this trap. Let me warn you now, do not do that. If you obsess over the background, you'll feel that it's never quite good enough. And just make sure that it's presentable, professional, and clean, and just move on. If you're gonna focus on improving the visual, I would focus on the lighting. And although lighting can also be very expensive, thankfully there are also very affordable options. Now, personally, I use these LED lights with a USB source that I mount on an arm stand, and they come in a set of 3 LED lights as well as 3 remotes. Now, what's cool is that they come with these color screens that can change the color of the light, and I actually use the blue one as the background light over here. Pretty nice touch, if I may say so myself. Other than that, I would just recommend having a few trial runs with the equipment just to make sure everything is working. If you're like me, you don't want to have the audio interrupted in the middle of the residency interview. I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to check out our discussions with residents as they give their tips on how to prepare and answer interview questions. You can find those interviews and others in our membership area at medfoxacademy.com. Thank you, and see you all in the membership area.